Okay, this video has blown out. We're nearly at the 2 weeks mark since I started recording. I do mention a little action camera which I bought, which is this thing, which records in some sort of weird MP4 that I can't get resolved to C for some reason. I've tried a couple of different ways to convert it. Nothing seems to work, so I can get time-lapse out of it, but I can't get video out of it. And I was running video, so we don't have this footage. We do have the footage from the big camera, which was set up outside the garage on full zoom, so we've got something. Alright, I'm a little bit sniffly at the start of the video. I did have a little bit of a cold. It's gone now. And we're getting into this video. There will be another one coming really soon. Thanks for watching. Alright, so this weekend's work on the Hydlux is going to be fixing the paint on the bonnet. We're going to see how these new paints that I've got work on the bonnet before I consider doing the rest of the car with it. I do have some other cool stuff. In the post this week we got our Speeduino. Hydlux is going to end up with a throttle body injection, and once we assemble this, that's going to be the controller. Also scored a set of 16/8 wheels for the thing as well, so I can look at getting some much bigger mud terrain tyres for it, which are going to be really cool. Now the paint that I'm using, I actually used this stuff for a truck once. I fixed some gates. This worked well on the truck. I'm hoping it'll do okay on the car. We'll put it on the bonnet, we'll see what happens. So I've set up, because I don't really have a paint booth, I don't really have anywhere good to paint. So boxes are going to be a spot and the chairs are going to be a spot. I have obtained a little action camera. This little sucker here, just an Aldi job. And while I'm painting, we'll be videoing with that because I don't want to wreck this camera. It's very expensive. Alright, so we'll get the bonnet off, get it in, get it sanded, get some paint on it. Tomorrow, the Street Machine magazine has an event very close to my house. We'll be going to that, so tomorrow we're not getting any work done. Alright, let's get the bonnet off. We need to cover that because I live in Melbourne, and in Melbourne it rains. So I do have a spare bonnet, but I also have this, which is off a Capri or something. I'm not entirely sure. That's enough protection for now, and scoop. So much scoop. Needs a scoop. Well, that's a little bonnet. Alright, back to painting. Alright, so we've got 2 cameras recording, one outside, one inside. That's just zoomed in a lot. So, I don't want dust in that, I've just had it serviced. Just got some 240 grit, I'm just going to knock back anything that doesn't look nice. This thing's probably loud. I'm not a painter, so this probably isn't going to be perfect. Just like the original paint that I put on is not great. And just in case anyone's wondering why my air compressor is so quiet, it lives outside in its own box. It used to be under the workbench, but it drove me mental because it's noisy as hell. Will do for my purposes. I even do things semi-properly and give it a wipe down. If I can ever open the thinners. It's brand new thinners. Or not. The window gets some airflow. Let's see how much overspray we can get on my glasses this time.
Do you want me to help? Do you want me to paint as well?
Huh?
Do you want me to paint as well?
The intention with this car is to take it some silly places. After all, why have four-wheel drive and not four-wheel drive? Alright, let's see how that dries. Oh, no. I'll get this a little bit more. We'll see what that looks like when it's dry. Alright, I got 3 coats on the bonnet. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, it is a little bit stripy. I'll give it a quick wet rub and that should be fine. It is going back on the car as it is. I have other plans this weekend and need this space for something different. So, in other news, we've got tyres for the four-wheel drive. I spent some money this week. Got a set of LS3 injectors for another upcoming job. That one will be really cool too. That's going to be a lot of machining. The other day I went and picked up a whole bunch of carburetors out of the storage. So one of these will have to get cleaned up and end up on the four-wheel drive for registration. I have a TIG welder coming which we'll need for the project with that. So between the TIG, the lathe, the mill, those injectors, something, and the Speeduino, something very, very cool is coming. Now, in other news, and I am rushing this a little bit, I need to get this space cleared in a hurry. So in other news, we have Potluck's body is here. It has arrived. I managed to strike the right deal with the fella. Last weekend, instead of working on this bonnet and the rest of the body like I was meant to be, I drove halfway across Victoria to Hamilton to pick up a body. Now, this is where it gets fun. When you have no money to spend, this is my body. So this is the cowl and the dashboard. We don't have a floor. Back here, we have the back wall of the cab, the roof, which is conveniently in 3 pieces, and we have doors. But we have the doors. Now this is a 1947 Ford. So this is the jail bar Ford. I have a couple of ideas on design elements that are going to tie in with the Ford thing. So we're still short a radiator surround, a front axle, a floor pan, brakes. We still need some bits and pieces for this hot rod to go together, but they should fall in place pretty quickly once I get that 4-wheel drive done. Alright, that's it for now. Like and subscribe. There is big stuff coming to this channel. Big stuff that big companies make, but I haven't seen any do-it-yourself guys do. Stupid stuff because I've got no money, so let's just make stuff. Alright, till next time.